Well, the Wabash Valley is full of corn and bean fields that have kept farmers waiting for nice weather to safely plant.
But there are some local fruit farmers that have the same worry, and their crop is already in the ground.
Storm Team 10's Joseph Dames takes a bite into one local apple orchard. Who wrote that?
I think Joseph did.
All right, and he has this information. Take a look.
It starts with applewood doors ready for open, an apple on the ground, and an apple picker. Every season at Ditzler Orchard is a season that brings hope for a fruitful growth of juicy apples and berries. But sometimes Mother Nature takes tips from Granny Smith, the sour of apples.
All you need is a degree or two to make a difference between losing 90% of your crop and 50% of your crop.
Judy Ditzler says that has already made an impact. After a harsh winter will lead to less local fruit.
Their thornless blackberries especially will be dead this year, what's above the ground.
There is sweetness in sight though. After the winter slowed the bloom of some particular fruit down, it actually helped them stay safe from our recent frost and that record low morning.
Because the weather has been cool, they have not grown much. The flower buds, for the most part, are in the ground and protected from this cold weather that we've had this week.
But even maintenance depends on the right weather and to keep the crop on pace for a healthy bloom.
Don't want to get pruning on them too early in the season.
And even fruit can use a warm blanket at night.
The straw helps to keep the ground at a more consistent temperature, so freezing and thawing, warm days and cold don't affect them that much.
And although some fruit is protected from the core of cold air, the Ditzlers say they are still vulnerable this year until apples and berries are full grown.
We are never out of the woods until we have fruit set. As long as you have things blooming, there's the possibility of a cold snap that could hurt the bloom.
At Ditzler Orchard, from Storm Team 10, I'm Joseph Dames.
Ditzler Orchard is already open for the season, but won't be in full force until berry and apple season is ready for picking. They say they spent the winter pruning trees and gearing up, so if the weather cooperates, they'll have a full production of fruit for the Wabash Valley.